Today's daily LeetCode problem of the day is find the power of k subarrays part 1, number 3254. The explanation for this problem is not good, but I have a problem statement here that simplifies it. So, here's the problem. We are given an array nums and an integer k. We need to look at all the possible subarrays of size k and determine if they are sorted and in a consecutive order, meaning it goes from least to greatest. If a subarray meets these conditions, we can store its maximum value in our result array. If not, we could just put a -1, and that's it. So let's see how we could solve this. Our plan is pretty straightforward. We're going to iterate over every possible subarray of k size, and we're going to check if the subarray is sorted and continuous, or consecutive, meaning that it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. If it is, we'll grab its maximum value. In this case, it's 4. Otherwise, we will store a -1 there. So let's go ahead and jump into the code. It's a little fun puzzle. We'll initiate an integer n, which is going to be equal to our nums.length, just to simplify our code. And we'll have an integer array called result. And this is a new integer of length minus k, n minus k, plus 1. So why is result length n minus k plus 1? The reason for this is because n is equal to our nums.length, and k is the length of each subarray that we want. So by subtracting k plus 1, we will get the amount of total subarrays that can possibly be formed with k length in a n length array. Simple enough. So we're going to have a for loop, and we're going to initiate a start variable. This start variable is going to be the start of each of our subarrays. So start is going to be less than or equal to our n value minus k, and increment start. Again, having start be equal to less than or equal to n minus k ensures that it will only go from start to k, if that makes sense, because we want a k length array. The reason we don't say start is less than or equal to k is because when start is equal to 1, we don't want to have to do k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3, or else it will go out of bounds. So by doing n minus k, we ensure that we always have a k length array. Moving on, in our for loop, we're first going to initiate a boolean, and then we're going to call it is consec and sort. Just saying it's consecutive and sorted, and we'll initiate it to true. We're then going to check if our array is sorted and consecutive by having a nested loop. We'll have an int I in there, and they will be equal to our start value. And then we're going to have our I value be less than start plus k minus 1, and then I will increment. So ensuring that we stay within our k length array. So if nums of I plus 1 is not equal to nums of I itself plus 1, meaning that nums of I plus 1, the one that is greater than the next value is not equal to our value plus 1, then we know for a fact it is not consecutive. So is consec and sort is equal to false now. And then we can break this loop as we don't need to continue to check. If it makes it through that loop and it's consecutive and sorted, meaning it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, then we can, if consec is consec and sort, then if that returns true, result of start will be equal to our nums of start plus k minus 1, which is the greatest element in our subarray. Otherwise, again, result of start will be equal to -1. That's it. That's all we have to do for this problem. We can then return our result, and if we run this, passes our test cases, and if we submit it, it passes all solutions. So thank you, and follow along for more daily LeetCode solutions. Check out my Discord for a resource roadmap, and don't be too late because our early access spots are running out fast.